Hi guys, and welcome to Android Studio. Okay, this is the mobile app I put together using Android Studio. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to put one of these together, okay, so that you can also create your own very first application. So let's start by clicking on this. Let's just exit out there, and I'm going to come into file here. I'm going to click on new. Let's select new project right there. Once you click on your new project, what you get is you get this dialog box with all the various templates. You can select any of the template that you want, but for this tutorial we're just going to play around with the empty template. So let's get hold of the empty template, this very one here. Let's select it and click on next. Now give your project a name. So you can call it first app or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to call it first. Let's use lowercase. First mobile app. There we go. And if you look at the package name is com.example first mobile as well. And here that's the location where I'm saving my own app. You can always change it if you want. Now the language, as you can see, is Java seems to be the default for mine, or you can select one known as Kotlin. You can select that, but I'm going to be using Java, and that is it. So let's click on finish. There we go. Now my application environment is building up. As you can see up here is loading up all the necessary components. There we go. Okay, finally the project's environment is ready. Okay, and in here in the project area, this is the project area. Okay, just open it up and we have the manifest in there. Right underneath the manifest is Java. Inside this Java we have the com.example.my first mobile app. So if you drop that down, in there you have the main activity, and that is it right here. Okay, now these other two, those are just to test and for testing as well. You can say it's Android test, and right underneath we have the resources. That is the one we're going to be working with. Select the resources, this very one here, drop it down, and check this out. Drawable, that is where we're going to add every single one of our image, if you have any image you intend to add. Okay, right there. Now we have default images, which is the background and the full background. Now to see your layer, drop this down. That is the layers. That's the activity main layer there. Okay, if you double click on this and that pops up. Just in case if you can't see this, just come right here, layout, and double click on the active layer. Now to your right you get a palette where you can select buttons, images, and so on. You will see how it's done. Sometimes it might be collapsed. Okay, just open it up. That's it right there. So what I'm going to do now is I want to add two images. Now first of all, let's go to my wherever I have my image. I'm going to copy this very one, and I'm going to come right here. You see where I have my drawable, right click and just paste and click on OK. There, and that's the name of my image. Make sure the name of your image are all in lowercase. Okay, click on OK. The first image is right there. If you like, you can just double click on it if you want to have a look. That's it right there. So go back to your activity main there. Now I'm going to get hold of the second image. Let's click that, copy, and I can just close this. I don't need it anymore. Right click in there and paste the second image. There we go. That is the second image. If you guys can still recall, I had a tutorial of how to develop this very image on YouTube. So back into the Android itself. Now what we want to do is we will now want to add those pictures in here. And if you guys can see, I doubt if you can see, but right here you will see something there. Okay, what is written there is just hello world. Let's go to the code. That's the code right there. And inside the code, that is it right there. You can change that to whatever you want to change it to. The choice is yours. Okay, I can just call it my way is the only way. My way is the only way. There we go. There. All right. So if I go back to my design, you should be able to see that. Though you might not be able to see it properly, but I'm going to show you guys how to enhance that. But if you want to enhance it, all you just need to do is to come in here. Underneath there, you can just type in text. Let's say we want to increase the size, text size, and I can make that maybe about 30 dp. That is it. All right. So we're going to come back here. We're going to be doing more work in here. Let's go back to the design. And there you can see my way is the only way. All right. Now let's add some images. Come straight to the palette here and grab hold of the image view. That is the image view, and just dump it right there. Now the image view opens up this dialog asking you which of the image you want. Remember the two images that I uploaded, this or this, and this is the one I want for now. Dump that right there. If you like, you can decide to adjust the image how you want. The choice is yours, or you can select the attributes right there to adjust the images how you want the image to look like. You can see the height of the image is 357, so I'm going to make that 360, and let's make the width 360 as well, 360 dp. Okay, so let's drag it in properly. I think that seems to be just too large, so maybe we should go for 300 by 300. At least that is a good learning curve. You now see what's going to happen. So that's 300 by 300 dp. The other thing that we have to do now is advisable you add constraint. Okay, and here we have the widgets that will take care of the constraint. Look at it right there. When I click on this plus sign here, you will see it. This circle will be filled up. So look at what's going to happen. Click. Just make sure the constraint is selected though. Yeah, that's it. Okay. There you can see it is filled up. Now click on the other one. That is filled up as well, and this one as well. There we go. And click on the other one. There. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is I want to add some more text underneath here before I add the other image. So let's go straight to our code. That is our code in there. The choice is yours. You can also split the screen. Okay. As you develop, you are able to see whatever you're doing. Okay, right in here, remember the very first text I typed in that replaces hello world. My way is the only way. So I'm going to enter in there backslash. Okay, and you can just enter whatever you want to enter. I'm going to enter Captain Paul Omen. Okay, so backslash, that's carriage return. You can press enter to bring it down. And whatever you want to enter again, let's say backslash mobile app. Up there, if you want, you can just replace whatever content you have up there. I think I did say yes I fly, and enter backspace again. Check this out. See that? Carriage return. That is fine. Okay, now let's come down here and let's say text. Let's get it aligned center, and we can just go for center. That is it right there. And you see every single text is aligned center. And one other thing is, let's come back in here and just type in text. We want to change the style of the text. I want it to be bold. There. And that is it. It's bold. Okay. The other thing that you can do is you can change the font color, and so on. Okay, so let's go back in here. I'm going to go back to design. Back to the design. Let's bring this down a little bit. And this is my text. I'm going to bring it down a little bit as well. Good. Now underneath here, I want to add my last image. Grab hold of the image, drag it, drop it right there. And that is the second image. Make sure it's selected, click on OK. That's the second image right there. The second image seems to be a little bit large. Yeah, I think it's coming up now. Make sure the image is selected, and I'm going to add a bit of constraint to it. And just click. We have 1, 2, 3. There, all done. Okay, now that our mobile app is more or less ready, we now need to add what is known as Emulator. Grab hold of the emulator. This is the emulator in there. Okay, drop that down and select whatever emulator you want. This one is already on my system, but if you don't have it on your system, you need to click on Device Manager. Device Manager will take care of that for you. Okay, so to do that, let's open it up here. There we go. That's the Device Manager open. Let's close it, and you see, click on it again. I think it's ready. Yeah, that's the Device Manager. These are the emulator that I've already added, but if you don't have any here, click on Create Device. When you click on Create Device, this dialog box will pop up. Inside this dialog box, select whichever emulator you intend to use. Okay, I'm going to select Pixels 3XL, this very one. If you click on Next, the system will have to install that. All you just need to do is click on Next, because I've already installed it onto my own system. Once you click on Next, it brings you right here, and all you then need to do is to click on Next again. If you don't have it in there, select Install, this very one. Anyone you intend to install, depend on whatever PC or laptop you're using. This one is meant for 64-bit and 32-bit. Okay, so select whichever one you want and just click on Install. Once you click on Install, that will be installed onto your system. Okay, I'm going to close this because I've already done it, and go back to my Device Manager. Okay, right inside my Device Manager here, this is the Pixel 3 XL. I'm going to select that. Once you select that, make sure that is on your system. If it's not there, like I told you, you need to just click on the device to get it installed. But since I have it, all I need to do is to come up here to the emulator, drop that down, and select whichever one you intend to use. And this is the one I'm using, Pixel 3 XL API 32. Click on that and then click on Run. Just click on Run, and the system should show up any minute from now. As you can see right here, the Gradle is building up all the necessary device we need. There we go now, guys. That is it coming up. So let's minimize this Device Manager so that we can see it properly. There we go. Device Manager is down. That's the emulator right there. Okay, so click on the emulator again, and that is it. That's how you create your own very first application using Android Studio. Okay guys, before we go, let's change the color of this text. So I'm going to go back to the codes. Let's come right here, and right underneath here where we have the bold, I'm going to press enter and just type in the text color. There we go, that's the text color. And in there I need something. Let's go for primary dark, something like that. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm going to settle for this. That is the color of primary dark, something like that. Right, so but let's stop this from running because it's still running, so I'm going to stop that. Now that I've added my color in there, so let's compile it again, or let's run it again. Hopefully that should show up. And you can also click on design to see. That is it right there. Look at the color. But now I'm now running this. It's coming up. Now it's coming up, guys. Almost there now. And there we go. Right there. And that is how you create your own mobile app using Android Studio. There will be more tutorial on this use of Android Studio, and I'll see you guys shortly. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There's a lot of benefit if you're a member, guys. You all have a nice day now, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.